What's going on, world? This is Brew at Omorph Podcast. We doing it big. If you want to promote your brand, your business, whatever it may be, come down and shoot with us and, promote the business. Let's do it. Omorph.
The G-Unit beater. So.
The G-Unit beater.
The G-Unit beater.
He did do that. You right?
The motherfucking G-Unit beater, G. Yo, remember that? Yo, did you have a G-Unit beater? The strap. The strap.
I had a G-Unit beater. Yeah, G-Unit shoes.
Different game analogies for all this shit, I guess.
Yeah, that's what life is a game. This shit is a game. A big game.
A fucking game, man.
Damn.
Where do women fall at in that game?
Where do women fall?
No. A person who's so fragile, though. Like, I mean, granted, it could be mental issues there.
Yeah.
But, like, bro.
No, because they always trying to say when white people do shit.
Facts.
He has mental issues, but when black people go through shit, he just a savage.
Yeah, he just a savage. Yeah, you're right.
You ain't getting no excuse.
You're right.
Real north side shit, man. It's been a while.
Vonnie, what it do?
Whiskey, what up? Yeah.
Man, this motherfucking rap shit got me tripping. Literally grab the beat and then I rip it. Oh, you tripping over bitches while you stressing?
We don't do that.
I thought stacking get that paper was the mission.
Get that money.
Anyways, you see, I clearly have a vision.
It's clear as fuck.
I just wanna grant all of my family's wishes. So disgusting in the booth is diarrhea. Don't go in for 30 minutes, I just shit it. They defensive, so they nosy Scottie Pippen. My pops made me wanna stay up on my pimpin'. Let's be honest, I ain't pimpin', but I'm tippin'. That's just investing, now these women think I'm trickin'. Now she mad because I fucked and kept my distance.
What's up been happening with you and your man?
Just trying to do this real estate stuff, trying to stay ahead of the game. It's I'm learning myself and trying to teach other people as much as I can. So I would definitely say if you're in a position to get into real estate, that's a great thing to get into financially. Like long run, that's a great thing to get into. You just gotta have your business right, get your credit score up for sure.
Nigga. Credit score needs to be up. Yeah, man. You think student loans fuck niggas over, man? You think we fell for it?
I don't know. I've been feeling like, damn, like now that I'm out of college a couple years, like I don't know. I don't want to say.
Well,
I mean, it put me in a good position, and like
okay.
I would definitely say that. But I feel like I should be making way more, and doing way more with having these degrees. But the jobs, they always say like, oh, we need 5 years experience. We need 7 years experience. Like, how am I going to come in? Just graduated. Where am I going to get 8 years experience from?
They say
as a college grad.
They say nigga go freelance. Work for free for a couple of years and come holler at us. Yeah, man, it's crazy because I went to college too, but I'm like only a semester and a half away from graduating, and I've never graduated. And I don't even think, honestly, I'm probably not going to go back. And like on a concerted effort of fuck these student loans, I get these motherfuckers off my back. It was a great experience. And granted, I learned a lot of things when I was in college that I don't think I would have learned outside of that experience. And yeah, man, it was a $30,000 experience, man. Hey, man. Hey, so
but I mean, yeah, it's crazy though, because it's like, what if I always think, what if I didn't go to college? Where would I be now?
Oh,
I feel like I could have probably finessed something and made something happen without a college degree, but I appreciate it. I appreciate having it, but I just think now, like, damn, what if I would have just worked, save my money? I have no debt. I would have no debt if I
no debt.
No, I ain't even gonna say the amount, but man, this shit is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
It's kind of, college is I don't want to say it's a scam, but man, this shit is kind of like a scam.
And unless you're going for something big. Right, I mean, unless you're going for something big, like I will expect my doctor to fucking go to college. Yeah, the motherfucking secretary at the fucking front desk, bitch, you got a master's degree? Like, yo,
like teachers, like, they really getting fucked over. Like,
Yeah, teachers get fucked over.
y'all went to college all these years. They want them to get bachelor's, master's, PhD. Because if you get a bachelor's and you're a teacher, you're really not able to do much. You're not able to do what you want to do. Financially, you can't. It's like a
So,
plateau. So,
yeah. Unless you're teaching like college, university, or some shit like that. But yeah, my mom was a teacher, man. My mom has a master's, and like MPS wouldn't even fuck with her because you had to go through like all these tests, and we could blame Scott Walker for that shit, him busting down the unions and shit like that. But it was just fucking nuts as far as like all the loopholes for somebody who really wants to go in and teach kids, who has experience of teaching children, and still being denied that and have to jump through so many damn hoops just to even get there. Just for, like you said, like a low paying, like, what you making, like 30, what's the average MPS? Probably like what, 40 something?
30 something, I think.
30 something?
36 probably.
God damn.
Cap. So
Yeah.
you
Teachers got it rough.
it's crazy, like,
Salute
now
to
we
all the
think like,
educators,
damn,
man.
teachers, they are teaching.
Yeah.
Like, they're teaching children, they're teaching the world, and a nigga can go play basketball and make millions, and all you doing is playing basketball.
Yeah.
Somebody who is really impacting the world, they making, peanuts.
I just had an idea. So I figured the reason why basketball makes so much is because, it's broadcasted, right? So I said we go into maybe like a Riverside classroom, right, and we fucking broadcast how the kids like fucking just be little assholes and just fucking a fight break out of some shit. We hired a nigga from Maury as the cameraman to run through the hallways while the fight happening. Fucking videotape, and then I'm telling you, streams creates an extra revenue for NPS. Like,
yeah, I mean, if it was cameras in schools all day, like a reality show.
That shit will be hilarious. Yo, I think back to our freshman year. Our freshman year.
Yeah, if we could have had cameras for everything we did every day, it would be insane. Like skipping school, going to get pizza, like a camera just following you all day. Yeah, come on, we finna go get a little Caesar's pizza, eat. Go
to Century, steal some chicken tenders.
Right, watch a fight outside.
You know who you are. We know who you are who stole the chicken tenders.
Man.
But yeah, man.
Yeah, that's teaching is a hard gig. That's something I never thought I could ever do. That was something I was like, no, I'm not getting into that because
you gotta have patience.
Yeah, you have to have patience. It's so much. Now they want you to have a gun with you. Like they want you to bring your gun to school because niggas are shooting up schools now. Like
it's nuts that it's like majority. I would assume majority white schools, predominantly white schools that get shot up. I've seen niggas bring guns to school, but it was never like I'm gonna shoot up the whole fucking school. It's like I don't like this nigga. This nigga fucking trying me. It's gonna be one. But I've never dealt with somebody who like, yo, I hate everybody. I hate fucking Tina, Lisa. Like, damn, nigga, you don't got no friends? Like, bro, is nobody here you want to spare, bro?
Man.
Like, that, and that's not a big light of motherfucking mass shooters and shit like that. But it's just like, damn, dog. Like, nigga, come on now. Get your shit together, man.
Yeah, that school shooting shit is crazy. Like, how do you go into a school and just shoot everybody? Like, you go to school with these people. Like, I guess I don't know. Bullying is a motherfucker, I guess. Cause
softness. It's softness, bro. As a kid, shit, I was bullied as a kid.
Yeah.
But shit, you eventually gotta fight back. I mean, there's no other alternative but to fight back. Yeah, you might get your ass whooped, a couple times. More than a couple times. But hey, man.
Has there ever been a mass shooting with a black shooter? Shooting up schools? I don't think it's ever been that.
No. It's always some motherfucker who always listen to Limp Bizkit or some shit, some Corn or some shit. I wonder what the fucking soundtrack is, man. Like, yo, what would be the black mass shooter soundtrack? What would be the black?
If I die, fuck it, I wanna go to hell. Piece of shit. Some big small.
Dun. Start hearing Tupac and shit.
Man. That's crazy, man. Motherfuckers going into school, shooting up the school. Like, the people you go to, but I mean, yeah, bullying is a motherfucker, but
But the be
I don't-
so fragile though, like what does that say about the parents though to raise like such a person who's so fragile though? Like, I mean, granted, it could be mental issues there,
Yeah.
but like, bro,
No, because they always trying to say when white people
yeah,
do shit.
facts.
He has mental issues, but when black people go through shit, he just a savage.
Yeah, he's just a savage. Yeah, you're right.
So,
You're right.
You ain't getting no excuse.
You're right.
Ain't
But-
no pass for that.
Maybe he was dropped on the head a couple times, you know. I've been hit over the head a couple times, you know. But yeah, man, that's just interesting. But I don't think they should get rid of assault rifles now and shit.
Yeah, I really see no use for us having guns like that. Like, why do I need an assault rifle unless I'm going to war? Like, who am I shooting? What am I shooting with an assault rifle?
Motherfuckers breaking in my crib, you know, might be a game. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a thing to say like, yo, what would you need an assault rifle? But the only thing I can think of is shit to just go do some dumb ass shit. Just hang out the window with the motherfucker. That's like, yo. I mean, yeah. I guess I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't see the purpose. Like, what's?
I will say it is fun to shoot one of those motherfuckers.
I mean, yeah, it's fun to
But
let's
not
go to the
shooting
gun
anybody.
range and shoot. But other than that, why do I need an assault rifle?
Yeah. I don't know.
If somebody
Shotgun?
break in my house, you need a assault rifle to stop a motherfucker. You could just use a pistol. You need a whole assault rifle. Tear the whole house up. Trying to stop somebody from breaking in and shit. Like, that's too much.
Nigga was still on your TV. Now you gotta replace the TV, the carpet, because you done killed the nigga. And the walls, you gotta patch the walls up.
It's crazy. I was watching something where it was like how easy it is to just go buy a gun. Like, you could just go right in.
Yeah.
Here's my ID. You don't gotta take no type of mental evaluation, nothing. You just, hey, my ID. This is me signing the paper.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here are a shotgun, the shells, everything. So,
This one Texas senator was down there. He had opened up a lemonade stand, and so you know they I don't know if you ever been on this website. It's like Craigslist, but for firearms and shit. And so motherfuckers like third party firearms. So it's like me selling to you damn near like legally and shit. And you know, you don't do no background check on the motherfucker who you sell it to down in Texas. So like if you went down to Texas and the motherfucker say like, hey, I got an AK-47, I'm selling it for such and such and such and such. Boom, here you go, boom. That's all you can do. And there's no gappage in between that, or there's no other party in between that to say like, hey, who the fuck is you selling this shit to? Now, I understand we live in a capitalist type of society, so, you know, free trade, all that bullshit. But to have something like that, like, pass between, you motherfuckers wouldn't let a fucking nuclear bomb go, like, hey, nigga, I got these nukes, nigga, hey, 2 for the 5, my nigga. If you get caught with it, just say you didn't get it from me. Say you didn't get that shit from me. But, yeah, man, it's nuts, man.
yeah, it's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. It's one of those subjects that's like, yo, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't, definitely. But like if you do, then you encroach sort of like on a lot of other stuff too. Like if you say you gotta do this, then it sort of opens the floodgate. It's like motherfuckers who say like we should take down you know, people who are being like racist and shit. Like I agree, like fucking racist bullshit, yeah, fuck them. But if you take down their shit and take away their free speech, you open the door sort of for you know, taking down the right type of speech too. Mm-hmm. And it's sort of like, where does it stop? Now, like inciting violence, then yeah, fuck them niggas and fuck that shit. But like inciting like all that shit, motherfucker just talking shit and have his own views and opinions, then like fuck them, let them fucking live.
Man, everybody should have their own opinion, even if you racist, hey, you racist, shit. You want to say I hate niggers, oops, you can say that shit. But if we try to take that away from them, and then
they're gonna try to take shit away from us.
Then we already got so much shit taken from us, so we don't need that. We don't need nothing else taken from us as black people. So
facts. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, right. it's crazy how you can put something on social media and then it's there. It's there forever. A motherfucker could post something for 5 minutes and everybody, 100 people could share it. Another 100 people gonna share it.
Screenshot your shit.
You can't take it down. You can't. There's no way to stop it. So it's just crazy, like how everything changed from when we was kids to now and shit. Like from Polaroids where you have to shake that motherfucker up to see the picture and you can throw that motherfucker away, burn it, and that's it. But now if you share a picture, it's forever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know what I do when I take pictures. You think our parents was on some other shit with the Polaroids? Yo, I can only imagine, bro. Like, yo, how that fucking shit would have went, dog. Where like niggas, like, yo, we got cameras. I know what's the fuck is in my camera. A lot of nasty shit. Like, yo, what's the equivalent from back then? Because you know, like the nastiness don't stop from one generation.
I feel like it's like motherfuckers got magazines, like, oh, this is a classic magazine, I'm gonna have this forever. Somebody got a vault of naked posters. Like, these are the bitches I used to fuck with. They gonna show their son one day, like, yeah, man, this is Sharonda, yeah, Batista, Jimmy. DMXChallenge.
DMXChallenge. Oh, the Polaroids, dog, get the fuck off. Like, yo.
That's crazy, yo.
Niggas is nuts.
Man.
Yo. Like, you remember the Pokemon cards? There was Bulbasaur, Charizard, Pikachu. We got.
Yeah, that's crazy though, man.
Oh, shit.
Definitely done changed. But they trying to bring the Polaroids back.
Yeah, for vintage, I guess. But, I mean, whatever.
Yeah, it ain't that move no more. Niggas is past that now.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to hold on for shit.
Technology is crazy. They making 3D cameras now. You can take 3D pictures and shit. It's all type of shit out here. So
yeah, man. I'm just waiting for, like, I don't know. I was watching this movie the other day called Her, and it's on Netflix. It's about this dude, like, who gets like this AI program, and this motherfucker actually fell in love with this fucking AI program. Like, imagine if you're like Alexa on your fucking, or Alexa's, what the fuck is shit? Siri on iPhones. Mm-hmm. I got an Android. But imagine the serious shit was like able to hold like full conversations with you and shit, develop its own personality, and you just talking to Siri all fucking day. And eventually, nigga, you start really liking Siri. You like, man, I really have a deep connection with fucking Siri. This motherfucker on the movie, actually, it's the same nigga who playing the Joker in the upcoming movie. The Joker, Juan Phoenix or Phoenix Juan or some shit. Jack Juan. Don't quote me on that shit. But basically the fucking shit, man, was about, like, he fell in love with this fucking AI, and at one point they had sex. That was the weirdest part of this fucking movie. He had sex with this fucking AI, bro.
It's like what is it though? Like
it's a voice. It's a voice, bro. That's all it is. It's a fucking voice that has a personality and all, bro. This motherfucker. Like one of those
sex toys? Like,
no, it wasn't even visible. It wasn't visible, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like the equivalent of the motherfucker was having phone sex with his computer damn near. Bro, it was a weird fucking movie. But yeah, and he really fell in love with, like, and people around him was like just accepting the fact that this nigga was in love with his computer. It was like, they was so accepting, like, oh, she's an operating system? That's cool. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody, where your real friends at that tell you, like, bro, this is an operating system, my guy. That's like, that's the thing, like, where was this dude's real friends, bro? Because I know if I brought around, like, a computer and motherfuckers like, yeah, this is my new bitch, Siri, you know.
Well, shit, man, it's crazy. What if the world is like that, like, 50 years from now, like,
we're going to hell.
Man,
we all going to hell.
Laptop. This is my girlfriend. Hey, y'all, this is my laptop. HP. Hewlett Packard.
Hewlett Packard? That's
like, that shit.
Your computer sounds fat.
I feel like that shit probably happening in, like, China already and shit like that. They be doing weird shit.
Yeah, with the sex robots. But the robots can't think, though. It's not like the motherfucking robot's like, oh, how are you doing today? Like, yo, you just go in there, you do your business, and you put the bitch back in the closet. This motherfucker was carrying around, like, the shit on his phone and shit, like, talking to her nonstop. So, it was weird, man. It was a weird movie, but I don't know.
Yeah,
it was weird.
I don't know. The world is weird right now.
Always.
I'm excited for how technology is going to change the world, and at the same time, I'm scared as to what's going to happen in the future. Like,
I'm just hoping that I'm gone by that time. I mean, you motherfuckers can play Terminator all you motherfucking want.
We ain't gonna be here for that much longer. So the next generation, well, shit, it might be your kids. They gotta live in this shit. So
Man, I'm having a vasectomy. Fuck that shit.
I be thinking though, like when people die, like do you think it's like a next life, like a afterlife, or do you think it's just like die, that's it, black lives, nothing?
I recently went to my auntie's funeral, or my cousin's funeral, but I always regard her as an auntie funeral on Friday. And as you know, I don't go to church at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I went to church. I was quite hammered while I was sitting there, like, you know, it's just to loosen up just a little bit, just because, you know, I don't like church and funerals. To me, just like don't do it for me. And then you gotta like have all these awkward interactions sometimes with other people, other kinfolk, and all that type of stuff. But one thing that the preacher was always saying was that, and everybody was, you know, she's in a better place and things like that. And it sort of got me thinking, like towards my own like religious like things and shit. I honestly kind of believe like, yo, when you go, you just go. You go. I mean, you live through other people's memories, of course. Mm-hmm. And maybe your name carries on just a little bit longer past what, you know, what life did. But at the end of the day, man, I think it just goes black. I mean, I've been knocked out, and I remember one time it was just black, and then I just woke up. And, you know, so I assume the same thing about death, sort of, kind of. I mean, granted, that's just being unconscious, but you're conscious. Mm-hmm. But once you're gone, I honestly think it just probably goes black. But does that say that I don't believe in a higher power? I do believe in a higher power. It's just that afterlife type of thing. I don't know. But on another note, not to ramble on about some shit, but my coworker did say some shit that I thought was kind of funny. She said, like, what if everybody, like, we born as out of punishment and shit, like, we was, like, somewhere else in the universe, and then, like, we fucked up over there in the universe, and then it was like, you know what, nigga, you finna go to fucking Earth. And then he was bored, and now we gotta live our lives here as punishment and shit. I'm like, that's kind of deep. Like, yo, and this is a girl like who like I sometimes just take her opinions as like, you don't know what the fuck goes on in like reality. But I was like, yo, well, you might be onto something on that shit, you know. So, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to. Nobody knows. That's the thing. Everybody can say, even like the pastor, like, yeah, once you die, you gonna go to heaven or you gonna go to hell, and depending on how you live. But I feel like nobody who really knows. It's nobody who's really died and then came back. Like, yeah, when you die, oh, it's a party, man. It's going down. We should all die. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, nobody don't know shit. Like when people die, they just die, and everybody who's still here, we mourning for you, but we don't know. Nobody really knows what happened. So we all have guesses. We all have guesses. Any religion, political, whatever you think, like, it's just a guess as to what happens, what's good or what's bad. We don't know. What is good, what is bad, we don't know. We just man-made names. Like, oh, this is good, this is bad. We made this shit up. So I don't know. I think when we die, it's just gonna be like a blackout. Like you ain't gonna. I don't think you're gonna be able to see what's going on Earth still. Like once you die, it's just over. Yeah. Like you're not gonna care about what's going on. Like all my bills I had. Damn, I died. I still gotta pay this bill. I still gotta, look out for them and shit. It's just gonna be blank. So. That's why, like, when funerals happen and shit, and you see people dying, you like, oh, man. I mean, everybody's sad, but I don't think you should be sad. Like, you should be happy that this person was here. We celebrating the life that you had, but now if you moved on to a new life, afterlife, then, okay, you're doing that. If not, you die, you at peace, you did what you had to do while you was here, and that's it.
Yeah.
You live your life. I think it's predestined. Everything is predestined. Like, you were supposed to be born at this time, you were supposed to die at this time, and it's set like that. You know, that's why I don't stress on like, oh, let me make sure this happens here, this happens. Like, everything is gonna happen when it happens. Period.
I agree.
So
I agree. I think it also takes some effort too to make some shit happen. But But
life is like a game to me. I look at it like a game.
Man, it's not a game, man.
Yeah, you just gotta play.
degrees.
You can play or you cannot play. What is that? Do you want to play this game or do you not? You cannot play the game.
That sound like some jigsaw shit. Like, yo, nigga, you wanna play the game? Like, yo.
Like jigsaw shit. This shit hard.
The doctor fucking deliver you and shit. Hey, little nigga, you wanna play a game?
Man, like, yeah, I want to play this game. And a lot of motherfuckers say no.
They opt
kill
out.
themselves.
I
don't want to play this fucking game.
man. Hey, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a free trial. You know, life is like a free trial, man. You can opt in, opt out. You know, but you don't necessarily even have to kill yourself. Like, you can just opt out and just go with the blue, nigga, and just go with the wind. Like, for real.
But shit, if you well, yeah, I guess you can opt out and just be free
and live underneath the Marquette interchange. But you know, shit. You know, that's crazy. I didn't know that shit until I was coming from work the other day, and I was going. Where the fuck was I fucking going? I was going downtown to go talk to somebody. Oh, I was want to talk to people over at the things to check on a city bid. But so that was the first time I seen the tents. Like, I never noticed that shit underneath that bridge for like forever in the day. I never noticed that shit. And then I just started like seeing like red, blue, orange tents and everywhere. I didn't know it was a tent city underneath the bridge. But I guess that's in every city. But I think that's really expanded.
Go to California. Go to Los Angeles. Nigga, it's literally a tent city. Nigga.
Yeah.
People living on the street, like, home address.
I think
street tent.
I think those people are more freer than we are.
I feel like they are too. And shit. Like, they free. They don't have to worry about shit.
Don't have to worry about shit. And I wish there was a middle ground for that shit. Like, you know, like having that fuck the responsibilities, all this other shit type of attitude, but still like being. And I think this only happens in capitalist societies where we live at, bro. Where we have this place where like you either on the polar spectrum of I don't give a fuck about shit and you end up homeless, or you give a fuck and you make a concerted effort and you end up whatever the game takes you. Mm-hmm. There's no middle ground of, yo, I'm at peace and I don't give a fuck about this shit and I'm not fucking living underneath a bridge. There's you give a fuck. Like, you could motherfuckers say like, yo, I'm at peace, I'm a free spirit, all that type of shit all fucking day long. Mm-hmm. You give a fuck, motherfucker, because you ain't homeless. Right. You want to fucking talk to a motherfucker who don't give a fuck, nigga, talk to motherfuckers who don't give a fuck.
Like you said, it's like, where's the middle ground? Because people who don't give a fuck and there's people who give a fuck and they kind of striving, they might be whatever, but the person who don't give a fuck, they still broke every day. Like, I ain't eat today. So they still like, you know, my stomach hurt.
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
What I'm saying?
That's true.
So
that's
it's
true.
like, it's a middle ground somewhere that everybody's trying to find. Like, even the richest of people kill themselves.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Like Robin Williams.
Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
And speaking and tying that back into that Dave Chappelle, that Anthony Bourdain joke was like the highlight to me. It was one of the highlights.
Yeah.
Because he said he killed himself. This nigga had the best job ever. Flying all over the world, eating all the good food with good people, man, and still hung himself in a fancy ass hotel room. And then on opposite end, he has a lawyer friend who got divorced and lost all his shit, and this nigga ain't kill himself.
Right.
So
He's still living life.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know. I guess it's mental. Everything is like mental. Where's your head at?
Yeah.
Because we all look up to rich people like, oh, this is like bright lights.
The problems don't stop when you get money.
Man.
They actually come more a little bit, and they just a little bit more expensive to fix. They're like, yo, you thought bar fights, nigga, was just a ticket, and you get to a bar fight as a famous motherfucker, nigga, with some money, nigga, you fucking end up sued out the ass. You pay more in lawyer fees and then paying this motherfucker to shut this fucking mouth, nigga, just Yeah.
Yeah, so it's I don't know. Life is crazy, man. I'm just trying to play my part until everything goes black.
If life was a game, would it be Monopoly or would it be chess? Or would it be Jenga? Because I feel like it's more Jenga. You know, you poking at the motherfucking wooden blocks and shit. Like, yo, shit, I hope this motherfucker don't fall down.
Right, you just trying to build. You just trying to build what you gotta take from yourself to build.
Exactly,
Take it from myself. Hopefully myself don't crumble while I'm trying to build shit. Yeah, so it is like Jenga and shit.
Or it could be like Trouble. You remember Trouble?
Trouble.
Where you gotta pop the little bubble in the middle and shit, move around the motherfucker and bring the motherfuckers home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's more like a street niggas type of life.
Yeah.
Like, you pop the bubble, nigga 6, and again, another nigga catching up to you, like, fuck. I'm just trying to make it home, man. Different game analogies for all this shit, I guess.
Yeah, that's what life is a game.
Yeah.
This is shit is a game. A big game.
A fucking game, man.
Damn.
Where do women fall at in that game?
Where do women fall?
Not to get, I know you get a relationship together. Just saying, like, where do relationships fall into that game?
Like, what you mean?
Like you know, like if life's a game and the end goal is to win, right?
Yeah.
What would be somebody like? What would be the relationship status there? So to me, in the game, like relationship is like if a video game where you like meet, you unlock another player and a player come along with you. Now you can switch out players. One player can go do one thing, another player can do another thing. Well, fucking game. Donkey Kong 64. You ever played Donkey Kong 64?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you know once you unlock all the Kongs from the cages and shit, you know you can switch out and each Kong can do they own little role and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you had Lanky Kong, he was a orangutan, and you had Diddy Kong, which can go into tight spots. You had Tiny Kong, and then you had Donkey Kong.
Mm-hmm.
So all these fucking Kongs, I would think relationships is like that game where everybody like on certain boards, a certain person has to play a certain role, like in that way. And that's how I view relationships as far as like, if I had to compare it to video games. Like, yeah, we're on this level here, I need somebody who can do this. We're on this level, I need somebody who can do this.
Yeah,
to this level, we need somebody who can do this, you know? Like, if anybody has ever played fucking Donkey Kong 64, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. The analogy makes sense.
Yeah, I need a player for this level.
Just for this level. Diddy Kong had a certain level, but where he only could fucking finesse and move in. Donkey Kong had a level where he could only move and finesse in. Yeah. That's what I would equate relationships to in the game of life, if I had to. Or, yeah, those type of relationships anyway. Yeah, this is like, everybody plays their part, man. Everybody plays their part, without getting too partial about shits.
Damn, I ain't thinking of it like that. Well, yeah, it is kind of like that though. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't.
When you're in a relationship, sometimes the shit stop abruptly or whatever. Like you don't fuck with this person no more, but you done leveled up in life. So now you need somebody else to play at that level up role.
Mm-hmm.
You can't play it by yourself sometimes. Like damn, this game is.
So it's a little bit.
But then what if you end up finding that ultimate player?
Is there an ultimate player? And at what cost is this ultimate player?
Yeah, that's when you get married. That's like championship level.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, when you bring the state in, and then it gets a little weirder. I don't know. Like, can I just tell you I want to be with you forever? You take me at my word. You take me at my word?
Women are like that. I need the ring.
I need the motherfucking ring.
I need that paperwork. The thing about marriage is it's like they say it's a business, which is crazy. Like
your taxes change after you get married, man. Yeah.
How can you get married without paperwork? You know, like. Without getting the government involved, but if you don't get the government involved,
matching tattoos.
No, but I'm talking about like once you die, everything has to go to somebody. So if you're not married, your wife don't get shit. That shit just go to your family. Like so, if your family don't like your wife, your wife is pretty much fucked. Like,
But Wisconsin, Texas, Cali, and another fucking couple of states, you need spousal consent to name anybody else other than your wife as the beneficiary, as the main beneficiary, primary beneficiary. So, yeah. So it just gets a little different with that shit as far as legality and shit. But yeah, man. I mean, some states, yeah, the wife will be fucked. Like, yo, this bitch been getting on my nerves. I'm finna fucking name, I don't know, my dog that's the beneficiary. Fucking Rex finna fucking inherit all these M's. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Like, you gotta get married to say, hey, this is my partner. If anything happens to me, this person gets everything. If not, if I just die today, and damn, camera just died. But if I just die today, this shit, where does this shit go? If you didn't write a will, cause some people don't write wills. Like,
yeah.
So you could just die and then, shit just
Expect
up
to
in
leave.
the air.
Just
Because sometimes it's like if you don't write a will, if you don't have a beneficiary, you don't have a a wife, whatever, the bank can just take your shit. Like, okay, we just putting your shit back into the system. This is for everybody now. Like, your family don't get shit.
Well, they'll hold it all off in the state accounts and shit like that. At least for some shit anyway. Some shit, yeah, the city will take over or the state will take over people's shit. But I think it just really goes on to next of kin type of shit. If you can prove kinship, I think you can fucking get the money and shit. Like, you had a great uncle and shit, and he died, and he never had no kids and some shit like that, then damn near go down to you. It goes per stirpies. Which means, like, if you think of a family tree, who's next on the family tree? It will be the person who gets the shit. Or who's entitled to it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's... Like, I mean, anybody who fucking does that type of shit, man, is an asshole, in my opinion. And like, if you don't got no legal cut way of, like, determining, especially if you got money. I mean, it's one thing if you got, like, a family house, this house been my mama's name, my daddy's name, and his daddy's name and shit like that. That's different, man. Then you get siblings quarreling over that shit. But to just not have no plan in place at all, man, it's kind of fucking irresponsible at this point in the game, man.
Yeah, I feel like I need to fucking get life insurance just in case. Like, life insurance, write a will, all that type of shit, because you never know.
Never fucking know. Motherfuckers drop like flies out here in these streets, man. And, I mean, I got term life, but that ain't even no shit. That's just enough to put me in the ground. Niggas can have a nice little repass. Yeah. Niggas ain't gonna starve at the repass, man.
We got chicken at your shit.
Yeah, man. Bring the Popeye sandwiches, nigga. Popeye sandwiches for everybody out here in these streets, man.
We got the money for the Popeye sandwiches.
You cut my shit, you go eat.
You get chicken patties from Walmart for your shit. We ain't doing it too big.
Hey,
so
nigga.
we need that money too.
Hey, nigga, if you niggas bring fucking Walmart sandwiches, nigga, to my shit, nigga, I'm on your ass. Nigga, I'll hunt you for the rest of your life.
No, I said Popeyes. Hell no, we ain't making no Popeyes.
Nigga, turn off the lights. Popeyes. So you hear the corner shit. Popeyes.
Damn, kill this so you want Popeyes. Shit, we just motherfucking gas station chicken and shit. I forgot you said you want Popeyes.
Shit, nigga, be driving on some dark ass road and shit, nigga. All you see is me standing there here. Popeyes. It's so hurtful. Driving up Hampton, nigga. You see me standing there, nigga.
With a Popeyes chicken in your hands and shit.
That's
crazy, man.
Oh, shit, dog. Niggas, though, man. You niggas gonna be dirty at my repass, man.
Yeah, we
I got a playlist set aside, too, so y'all niggas gotta play nothing but the playlist.
We're gonna play a song. Get your hands up.
You play Miley Cyrus and my shit if you want to, nigga.
Like, I'm like, this is what bro told me you wanted this. Play that Miley Cyrus.
Fucking playing wrecking ball and shit. That's disgusting, dog. Playing wrecking ball at somebody's funeral. Yo, that's nasty, man. Yeah, man. All right, man. I think we good. Where we at on time? We there?
118.
118? Cool. All right, man. Well, I think we did good for our first first solo without a guest, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Omorph Podcast. If you want to promote, show your skills,
Yeah. Come talk with us, man.
build your brand, all that. This is the place to do it.
Come talk with us. Come talk some shit. We'll definitely like to crack jokes on you, and hopefully you can take a joke and we can kick in. You know, understand what you do.
Northside shit, man.
All that good shit.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
Funny what they do.
What's
All
coming
right,
up?
man. Episode due.
Yeah.
Man, this motherfucking rap shit got me tripping. Literally grab the beat and then I rip it. Oh, you tripping over bitches while you stressing?
We don't do that.
I thought stacking get that paper was the mission.
Get that money.
Anyways, you see, I clearly have a vision.
It's clear as fuck.
I just wanna grant all of my family's wishes. So disgusting in the booth, it's diarrhea. Don't go in for 30 minutes, I just shit it. They defensive, so they nosy Scottie Pippen. My pops made me wanna stay up on my pimpin'. Let's be honest, I ain't pimpin', but I'm tippin'. That's just investing, now these women think I'm trickin'. Now she mad because I fucked and kept my distance. We on two passes, she can't really see the difference. I done got her so